Hi guys, welcome to the episode 3 podcast for Tissnet 2022 podcast video. Basically आज का जो वीडियो है, आज का जो podcast है, that is a MPH, Master of Public Health, and जो कोर्स है वो है Social Epidemiology. So today we have Dr. Riya, Jay, and Seema and Yash. ठीक है. So these people got selected, shortlisted for the social epidemiology, and they will be sharing today their experience. And जितने लोग आगे those who are watching this video and preparing for the same MPH target कर रहे हो public health को लेके, so you can learn many things from them and they will be sharing their experience. Okay, so before I start, want to understand your introduction part, name and academic, and what are the courses you got shortlisted for TISS, and what is your career goal basically? Yes, Dr. Riya, starting with you.
So my name is Dr. Riya and I'm basically a dentist. And since my dental career started, I have been very oriented towards public health. And public health is like a very superior branch for us because it helps us in connecting with the major population. Otherwise, being a dentist, you are restricted to clinics. So being a public health person, you are dealing with the entire population. And with the current situation of COVID we have faced in the last 2 years, epidemiology and public health are in the trends. So what I feel is ki if I want to do something in public health, that social epidemiology has to be a branch that I will go for. And this is the institute which will provide me the perfect platform for this.
Okay.
Because TISS is itself a social institute.
Correct.
So as a career, if I see myself in 10 years, I would see myself being associated with various well-known institutes, NGOs, and other government agencies which are dealing with any kind of epidemiological situation. So I want to be on the front of any situation, and being a public health person will help me in this. This is a goal for me.
Good goal. I mean, great goal, in fact. So academic-wise, and which city you belong to? State or city?
I am from Jammu.
Jammu. Okay, Jammu file aa gayi hai. Okay, great. But there's a good clarity is there in you. That is a good thing. And yes, over to Seema.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dr. Seema, and I have pursued dentistry as well. So, and I'm from Lucknow.
Okay.
So the reason why I am pursuing this, that I'm trying to pursue MPH Social Epidemiology, is because it has a very wide horizon, and because I have been to various medical and dental camps during my college days, so it has shown me what a huge scope Masters in Public Health has. So, and just offers the perfect platform for that. It is very good for you on the basis of your career, on the basis of your economic situation, and that is actually very important for every student.
Okay. So how you think this will help you to, nurture your career?
So as Dr. Riya said, that it is a social school. So, and it has, the placements are so good, and the students itself, they're so good at everything, and it leads to a very good growth of a student. And I know that it's going to expand my mindset to a very huge level. So that's why I'm opting for this.
Okay, great. Okay, Yash, over to you.
Okay, so hi. My name is Yash Paswant, and I am from Mumbai. I graduated from Kelkar College, Mulund. Also, I graduated with BA Sociology. So I'll tell you how I got into MPH and Social Epidemiology. So both my parents are in the medical field. My dad is a doctor. My mom is a nurse. So all these 2 years during the pandemic, I have personally seen them go on the field, do the field work, and they never took a day off, to be honest. Like the whole 2 years they were working, they were facing the patients, treating them, and now the situations have toned down a bit. So I have watched the whole scenario. So when I came across this course, social epidemiology, so I was very intrigued by this course. So I read into it and I was like, okay, this is something I want to do. With my sociology degree backing me, I think I'll get into this, and this is something that will help me be a better person and help the community.
Yes, Jay, over to you.
My name is Jay Mugray. I am from Nasik. When I was clinically posted in public health department, so I found myself interested towards the public health, communal programs and all. So I decided my career to continue it in this community field. So social epidemiology was my option, and hopefully I got it.
Okay, which state city you belong to?
Nasik, Maharashtra.
Nasik, Maharashtra. Okay. So let's jump to the preparation. But before that, we all got shortlisted for stage 2, and Ria already been through this experience. So Ria, want to share your experience? How last year you also, face the panels, right? Panel round interview. So can you share your experience, what they asked and how you have tackled, what are the mistakes you think you have done? And because of that, you couldn't make it.
The thing is, my CV has a lot of variation. Like after my BDS, I did a junior researchship, JR-ship in prosthodontics from a government college. Then I did a little part of being a nutritionist. Then I did a PG diploma in hospital administration, and it was a little kind of variation, and I thought it would help me, but that turned out to be a negative point for me.
Okay.
Because they were not impressed with the kind of variation I had. They thought it was the lack of orientation. I should have been focused towards one thing, but I told them that because I had the time and I had the luck to try these things, so I wanted to try different fields before jumping into the one final field.
Okay.
For the one course I got selected, like I got really good in interview, but for the second one they didn't really took it in a good way, and they always start with, okay, tell about yourself. And the first 3 lines you say will decide whether you're in or you're out.
Okay.
You have to be very confident, and you have to know your state very well. You have to know the demographic situation of your state, the population, the conditions. For example, if I'm from Jammu, Kashmir files will be a topic for me. Definitely it will be a topic for me. And they will ask your opinion. What is your opinion? And why is this opinion so important to you? Like if I say I agree with Kashmir files, I have to satisfy the opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
So I know, I'm very sure they are going to again and again ask me on this. At that time, COVID situation was there, and J&K was on the lowest of the states. It was doing very well in COVID, and they were again and again asking, why are you thinking J&K is doing good? I told them it is because of less population in J&K. And the next question was, what is the population of J&K?
Okay.
Why is there so much less population? That question came out of nowhere.
And obviously, again, what I can feel, whatever question they are making or creating, that is from your answer itself.
Right, sir. First, your introduction, and second, someone will ask any random thing, and that they will convert into questions and questions.
So basically, you need to be careful about your answer, and whatever you are answering, what question can be created from those answers, you should be prepared enough for the same.
Every word you say will be your deciding factor. Each and every word.
Right.
So it's up to you how much scope you give them to have questions. A few faculty are very nice to you, but a few faculty are, I don't know whether they're in a good mood or not, but they start asking questions that they won't stop, and they won't stop. So all I want to say is be very confident about your introduction, and be very confident why you want to do MPH. That question is very important. You cannot say them that I find it interesting. They'll ask, why is dentistry not interesting to you? So I had a plus point. I told them that I did my entire part. I did a government job, and I felt this is not suitable. Then I shifted. So they were happy with the answer. At least I gave that 100% to dentistry.
Justified the answer, basically. Yeah.
You have to justify your each and every word.
Got it.
Otherwise, they won't ask you any medical terms or something. That is the last on the. Kuch nahi aayega, and they will ask a medical term. Otherwise, they will keep general things in front of you.
Great. Acha information you have shared. Okay. All right. Let's jump to the our preparation part. So whenever it's come to the public health या तो फिर आपका hospitality, the major problem comes out of these three sections: English, Maths, and Logic. English, Maths, and GK. That is the maths. Maths से is like maximum students have a phobia. So कितने लोग का था ये problems test में कि maths was the problem? सबका था.
I did.
Yeah.
So
Very-
how? Okay. Because I remember जब भी मैं session ले रहा हूँ and I asked the courses, तो maximum MPH, hospitality ये सब लिख के आ रहा था, and when I asked कि maths कितने लोग का weak है, तो उसमें से 90% जनता maths weak है. So why this is the, I mean, this was the problem. Then how you people have tackled it, so that the viewers, those who are watching this podcast, they, if they are weak in maths, they will follow you. Yeah, starting with Sima.
So because I had started my preparation of maths like a month ago, because I had realized that I can't do it. I had tried a lot. I tried studying it a lot. So I just immediately decided to join the coaching, Manoeuvre. So for the test fast track course. So, and then I consulted Kaushik sir, and he had helped me a lot. And honestly, he had helped me a lot. He cleared all of my doubts, whatever I had. And then there was you, Swapnil sir, Kaushik sir, and Prachi ma'am. And I continuously took all the classes, even though my internship was going on at that time. So I used to watch the pre-recorded and the recorded lectures, and that's how I have secured whatever marks that I have got. Otherwise, I was a big zero at it because I hadn't touched maths since class 10. So I was very unsure about maths, even though my English and GK were okay-ish. Like they were good, but I was very bad at maths. So whatever I've got in maths, that's all because of Manoeuvre, honestly.
Okay, thank you. कुछ तो फायदा हुआ. So if I compare all the section, English and GK and your maths, so how you have balanced your preparation, because there were less time for you, right, for the preparation. So how you have balanced and how you have managed your job?
So because I had studied GK from October onwards, so I was sure about history and geography part. I never studied economics my entire life. So I had studied economics along with Manoeuvre. English, I had practiced along with ma'am, Bhumika ma'am in the coaching. So that's how I had prepared for English. I didn't give any special attention to it. And for maths, I have studied it with you. So even though I was very sure about GK, but it turned out that my hard work that I had, the little hard work that I had done for maths, that was very useful during the exam time, because GK flipped all of us out. We were very most of the students at the exam center, they were flipped out as soon as they saw the GK section. And so it's very important to give equal attention to, to all the three subjects, because you never know. It's very unpredictable and you never know what might come in the exam. So that's why.
Okay. Same question over to Yash.
Okay. So I started my preparation since December, I guess. So I'll be honest with everyone here. So I was super weak in maths, okay? And the basics that Kaushik sir drilled us on really helped us a lot. So that was the major point, because once the basics were clear, he was like, okay, ye sab to 10th mein tha. So I was like, okay, so I guess we'll be good, because मैं CBSE से था, so everything was taught to us before. And once the basics were clear, we were able to solve the questions easily. So that was a really plus point for me.
Okay. So yeah, same question, Jay.
For me, so maths was 50-50%. Some concepts were clear. Some topics I know very well, but some topics were weak. So my concepts got clear when I joined this session of Manoeuvre, and then I did pretty well in quants.
Okay. And Iria, for you, it was like a repeating. So how was the experience?
Sir, I'll tell you, last time I did subscribe for this coaching, but I was continuously watching the videos.
Okay.
And you have put up some videos for general maths. Like you have put up some shortcuts for time, distance, and numbering system.
Yes, yes,
Very basic tricks you had put up. So
yes.
also those tricks helped me because I have a working profile. I work 10 to 9, 10 to 8. I have a very busy schedule. So all I used to do is I used to carry my GK with me everywhere. And whenever I used to have time, I used to open the booklet and read whatever is there in front of me. And for maths, I just worked on those tricks, like plus, minus. Few tricks were taught really nice in the class. So I recorded them, I took the screenshot, and I used to practice those tricks.
Mhm.
Time management.
Okay.
So I really took those tricks and that time distance ka formula and everything. I worked on those.
Okay. Okay.
That was also a weak point for me.
Fine. Great. So, want to understand the mock test. How many mock tests? We had launched 125 mock tests, 110 mock tests, two programs with. So how many mock tests people have appeared, and what learning you think you have done from the mock test, and same thing you have implemented in the real exam? Yes, Seema.
So I'll start with English. So when we used to, solve the passages and everything, I used to get very annoyed because the passages used to be very long in the mock test. So I used to be like, "Ki exam mein to itna lamba nahi aata hai, itna lamba kyun diya hai?" But then I saw it in the exam itself, and then I was like, okay, I'm so thankful about it that the passage was that long in a mock test. So I had 10 mock tests. So that was very helpful for me in English, and also because I was very weak in parajumbas, although I was strong in the other parts. Now coming next to GK. So there were a lot of things that I used to miss out in current affairs that were mentioned in the mock test. So I used to, like, as soon as I used to solve the entire mock test and I used to get my results, I used to go through the mock test, my answers and the mistakes that I've made again. So that thing that I used to read at that used to get stored in a tiny part of my brain. So that was very helpful for me, of course. And then same used to go for quant, because what I had done was that I had strengthened because it was very important for me to understand the pattern of how the questions are given. So what I had done before the exams, that I had strengthened my DI and LR very well, and my arithmetic, because I wasn't very good at mensuration, that I discovered. So I had strengthened these two parts, and that's how I did my quant section. So mock test was like an eye opener for me every time. So yeah, that's the approximate score that I've even scored in tests as well.
Okay. Yes. Yash, what about you?
Yeah, I completely agree with you, Seema. I gave my first mock test and I remember getting 60 in it. So I was like, okay, I am scoring pretty well. But like a week later, so I had my schedule done, okay, 2 mock tests per week. And so the second mock test that I gave the following week, I got, I guess, 32 something. So like, okay, this is not good. Okay, we'll have to brush up on our maths and GK part. So the consequent mock test, my score got up, and you'll realize the confidence that you build up over time giving the mock test over the weeks. Okay, so 2 mock tests a week is a sweet spot for me. And over the, I guess, on the 5th or 6th week, I started scoring consistently around 55, 60, or 70 also. So that was a really good point. Like 10 mock tests are the perfect thing to brush up your knowledge.
Okay. Okay. This year also you have appeared for the mock test, Ria?
Yes, sir. I gave 2 mock tests.
Mhm.
Just to check how much I have retained.
Okay.
And 10 days before exam. So I
Okay.
realized GK was lacking, and then I took that you had put up this 500 questions of GK in the end.
Mhm.
Like, I don't have time to revise the entire current affairs, but I can take these 500 questions, and those were really helpful.
Okay. Great.
Really helpful to me, because GK is ultimately the section which is taking the selection criteria.
Okay. Yeah. And what about you, Vijay?
Sir, mock test mainly helped me for time management.
Yes.
As I solved mock tests after 1, 2, 3 back to back, so it improved my time
Mhm.
because as I solved it, so I was finding that first day I took more time in English, then I took more time in GK, so it helped me a lot in time management.
Mhm.
Then it also oriented me how to cut down a specific topic and not to go in much deep in detail. For example, in GK, when we take a topic in a history or economics or geography, we take that topic or we read it into much details. So we get disoriented. So it helped me how to relate current affairs and static part of the GK. So
Okay. So, what do you think? Do you think when you appeared the mock test and when you appeared the actual exam, so in actual examination, have you done any mistake which one should not do? Anyone?
In the first attempt when I gave, I thought, the first section you should attempt is GK because it takes the least time. Because whether you know the answer or you don't know the answer, you're very clear with this.
नहीं तो जय माता दी.
One is like either you know who is the president or you don't know.
Hmm.
But in maths, it has to be a calculation. So I said take the maths in the end, go with GK, then English, then the quantitative aptitude. And for person like me who's weak maths, take maths in the end. Leave it for the end. That's it.
Mhm.
Pattern I didn't know in the starting, so I corrected it this time.
Okay. So in the actual examination, no one done any mistake, right? Or anyone want to share? Yes, Sima.
So a lot of mistakes were done actually.
See, why I'm asking this question so that the people, those who will be watching, they will be not doing those mistakes.
So the biggest mistake I did was panic. So because the GK section wasn't very easy for me, even though I was scoring really well in the mock test and everywhere, but it was a little unpredictable because the starting portion was a little less. So I did panic a lot. Then I zoned out for like 5 to 10 minutes, and then I had to pull myself back. That don't panic. You still have time, and you still have a lot to do. So the most important thing is not to panic and to use your brains and to
Mhm.
correlate stuff, because a lot of answers that I gave was by correlating a lot of things. If you're going to panic, then you are going to mark even the answers that you know wrong. So that's very important, not to panic at that time. So that was my biggest mistake. I agree to it.
So exam में ideally first 10 to 15 minutes if you started with, and वो 10-15 minutes अगर अच्छे से smoothly cover हो गया, then तो paper will go smoothly. अगर वो 10-15 minutes में कुछ haywire create हो गया, ups and down, then चांस कि पेपर खराब हो जाएगा. तो वो 10-15 मिनट्स ही मैनेज करना होता है, बाकी फिर आप कंफर्ट जोन में आ जाते हो, फिर तो स्मूथ जाता है पेपर. बस वो 10-15 मिनट्स मैनेज करना होता है.
Exactly.
Okay. So last question, during your preparation, have you gone through any kind of a battery down moment anytime कि यार अब तो छोड़ देते हैं, नहीं होगा, जाने दो, नेक्स्ट ईयर देखेंगे, ऐसा कुछ? यश, ऐसा कुछ आया था?
नहीं सर. सो आई रिसर्च्ड अ लॉट कि सोशल एपिडेमियोलॉजी कहाँ पे मेरे को अच्छे से मिलेगा. तो आई डिडंट फाइंड एनी गुड कॉलेजेस. So I was like कि नहीं, actually took 1 year off and I worked 1 year and I have a really good experience. I worked with a really nice company. It was a startup and an app development team. So I really did good there, but I studied a lot for tests. So I was like, nahi, yahi karna hai, and if this, then not nothing. So this was a really good point, ki like burn the bridges and do this.
Mhm.
So that's a really good mindset to have at some times.
Great. Good. Yes, Jay, any opinion?
सर वो मेरा तो सिर्फ वो टाइम का ही था कि मेरे पास टाइम कम ही था. 50 या 55 डेज ही बाकी थे एग्जाम को. तभी मुझे मतलब मैंने डिसीजन लिया था करना है कि नहीं. तो मेरे पास पहले से एक तो वर्कलोड था और टाइम बहुत कम था, तो मुझे ज्यादा से ज्यादा तो मैंने रिकॉर्डेड लेक्चर्स पे स्टडी करा. तो मुझे ऐसा था अब इतना सा टाइम है, मैं इतने से टाइम में क्यों रिस्क ले रहा हूँ, छोड़ देता हूँ. बीच में से ऐसा लगा था मैंने, पर फिर मैंने बोला अभी मैंने कोर्स लिए लिया तो फुल एक बार अटेम्प्ट दे देता हूँ, तो होपफुली हो गया, फिर 55 days में हो गया एग्जाम।
चलो बढ़िया है, ग्रेट। बट ideally the people those who are watching don't start in the last. उनको मेरा एक एडवाइस होगी, पहले चालू करो, नहीं तो फिर लास्ट में वो आपका सिलेक्शन निकले टॉस पे रहेगा, पूरा गैम्बलिंग जैसा, और तो वो एडवाइजेबल नहीं है। ठीक है, ओके okay, so that's all guys, this is what about the MPH first podcast, social epidemiology. Anything anyone want to add, anyone want to give any message, so you can share, otherwise we'll wind up the session.
Just be focused and do not give up. If you're going to be focused, then if not this, then you will get to a really nice place eventually, no matter what. Then it's very important to be focused, and it will get very hard, it will get very stressful because the competition is very high and it's a cutthroat competition, honestly, and you will look at the people around you working very hard, but believe in yourself and just keep on studying and working hard and testing yourself. That's it.
Yeah, I completely agree. Yes,
that test is worth this much effort. That test is a really top case, and if I calculate, this is not my second but third attempt.
Oh,
2018 I gave my first attempt and I fell short of 1 mark for written. I didn't qualify the written by 1 mark.
Okay.
I qualified the written. I got good in interview, but then again fell short of 2 marks, and the second waitlist never came.
Okay.
So this is the third, and if I don't qualify in this also, I'll give the fourth. I'll give the fifth. I'll keep on giving until I get into this.
नहीं इतना नहीं जाना। I wish from the God कि भैया आज इस बार आपका सिलेक्शन हो जाए।
It's like a dream institute for me. I have to get into that.
Yes, conviction. Yes, focus.
This is worth it.
Okay guys, so that's all in this podcast. So such kind of a podcast series will keep on coming up. काफी series episodes आने वाले हैं, because there are I think 100+ selection and 5 के series का podcast चल रहा है, तो बहुत ज्यादा videos आने वाले हैं, almost 20-30 podcast आ रहेंगे। So ये सारे podcast से learn, implement same in your preparation, and those who are only dreaming and targeting for this, irrespective of whichever courses and the campuses, prepare well for the year 2023-24 जब भी आप ये podcast देखोगे। ठीक है, that's all.
thank you.
चलो, bye bye. Yeah,
Bye.